Hello, so I have been left alone in the little barn today, and I thought that would be a really good time to film a couple of book reviews. So I am going to look the same in two, but this is the first one, and this one is The Cake Shop by the Garden by Carol Matthews. Now this isn't a particularly famous book or even a particularly well written one, but it is a fun sort of chick lit book, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it just for the story and the way that it continues on. The book follows the main character who owns a cake shop in the garden. Obviously, she has a little canal boat, and that follows a lot of the story, and you meet Danny, who is an exciting character. He is a huge driver of the plot as well as the financial situation of the main character, but this only really comes through about halfway through the book. It is a slow starter, but once you're into it, like most chick lit, you get pretty engaged and want to finish it all very quickly. There are a few characters in the book that are really heartwarming, particularly Old Gentleman, who is very sweet, and I find him a really pleasant character throughout the story. And there's also the owner of the cake shop's sister, who is horrible, but she's also nice, and it's a really interesting way of developing and makes you really question how you would be in the situations that they are put into, which I won't spoil for you. It is a clever storyline. A lot of it seems a bit overmuch. Some of it seems a bit too ridiculous and not that realistic, but actually a lot of it is kind of touching and natural, and I do like that side of it. And of course there's a little bit of romance, which is always good in this sort of book. As I said earlier, the book isn't necessarily well written in the way that classic literature is. As someone who studies English, there were lots of times where the narrative did annoy me, but I think it is things that you can get over, and the story sort of takes you along, whereas the actual writing isn't that exciting. The actual plot is okay. It's pretty decent. I would recommend it to anyone who wants a really easy read. It is long though. It's nearly 400, if not just slightly over 400 pages. It does go quickly. The beginning is slow, but it does pick up eventually, and as I say, a lot of the characters are really exciting and intriguing. They really make the book. If it wasn't for the characters in it, I don't think it would be as pleasant to read or as worth it. But I think if you want to just read something new, you like a bit of cake, you like a description of food, which I definitely did, then it is definitely something you should read. As always, I'm looking for reading suggestions. If you've got any book recommendations, please drop them below or on Twitter at LeeSpenceBBB, and I will definitely look at them. As I've said before, I want to review books that you want me to review. I'm getting there. I'm getting through a few at the moment, but I would really like some more recommendations of slightly different things so that it's not always chick lit or classics. I have a few lined up that are a little bit different, but we'll see when we get to them. That's all from me for now. Obviously, you'll see me again just like this in the next book review vlog, talking about another, but a much better book, actually, a book that made me cry. So, see you then. Have a wonderful day.